Hey guys, welcome to Initiate Scientia, where science meets you. If you're new to this channel, then do press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon.
Write a story on two old women, a small child, and an aeroplane playing an important role. Or write a story titled The Hijacking. Introductory background, when and where it happened, how it happened, the old ladies diverted attention of hijacker, conclusion, return to a hero's welcome. I was returning to India after having completed my studies abroad. The yearning to meet my parents and friends grew with every passing minute as I boarded the plane. I heaved a sigh of relief as I was on the last lap of the journey. Vision of my near and dear ones flooded before me as I settled down for the long flight. Seated next to me was a boy who was about 5 years old. He was visiting his grandma in India and was traveling alone. Next to him were two ladies in their late 50s who, despite their grey hair, were bubbling with excitement and chattering excitedly, causing some distraction. No sooner had the plane taken off from London Aerodrome, the boy jumped out of his seat, removing his seat belt and started roaming about in the plane. He was very candid and spoke to everyone in the plane. The old ladies called the boy and gave him two chocolates. He sat near them and answered all their questions with a childlike innocence. The air hostess brought some snacks and tea, which was indeed very tempting. After having my refreshment, I settled down to complete a novel that I had brought with me. I had about completed my novel when I heard the captain requesting passengers to fasten their safety belts as we were about to land at Palam Airport. Just then, a young man seated behind me got up and caught hold of the boy, placing a knife on his neck. He warned us to stick to our chairs. Entering the cockpit, he ordered the pilot not to land the plane and proceed to Kabul after refueling. Seeing the delicate situation, the pilot obeyed and requested the ground authorities to make arrangements for refueling. The hijacker demanded the immediate release of a hardcore terrorist from the Tihar jail in Delhi. The plane was by now hovering over the Delhi aerodrome, and all the passengers were praying to God for their safety. As if this problem was not enough, the pilot announced that he had fuel for another 20 minutes only. The ground authorities requested the hijacker that they were considering his demands, but he must allow the plane to land safely. The hijacker was adamant and wanted the release of the terrorists before he would allow the plane to land. Suddenly, one of the old ladies collapsed on the floor. Seeing this, the other lady shouted at the hijacker for having caused her a heart attack. The hijacker's attention was momentarily diverted. Sensing this, a well built young man sitting in the front easel just near the hijacker knocked the knife out of his hand. Pandemonium prevailed for a while as the others pounced on the unarmed hijacker, freeing the boy in the process. He was overpowered, and everybody heaved a sigh of relief. I was surprised to see the old lady who had collapsed on the floor get up and hug her companion with tears rolling down her cheeks. Their plan had worked. They were inundated with applause for their presence of mind. The plane finally landed at the airport and the hijacker was promptly arrested. We were all accorded a warm welcome from the motley crowd which had gathered at the airport as news of the hijacking had spread. The child leaped into the open arms of his grandma, who hugged him lovingly. The two old ladies were the cynosure of all eyes, and they seemed to be enjoying every bit of it. It was indeed a very eventful homecoming for all of us.
post. Thank you.